So I'm walking out to get the mail, and I had Ashley in my hands.
She's 15 months old.
And I see all these cops with these big guns, AK-47. Oh, it was great. And I was like, Larry, they're coming for you. I can't believe I said that. But I thought they were going to kill you with the guns. And you just freak out.
Hey everybody, Larry Lawton here. I got a great video for you today. A lot of people have been asking me for this video, so I decided to take the RV, head to South Florida, and interview one of my greatest friends to this day and my ex-wife, Missy. Before we get started, please check us out on YouTube member programs, Patreon member programs, Discord. Check my book out, Gangster Redemption. We got a big announcements. We have a lot going on, as you know, with the company, and it's all because you guys help us support it. All right. Hello, Missy.
Hello, Larry.
Let me give you a little backstory. Missy was my second wife. When I was arrested, Missy was there. We're going to get into that and what she remembers. I met Missy when she was, I think, 19. I was 31.
Yep.
I know you guys are saying, "Oh fuck," she's still pretty. We did not get divorced for any kind of reasons of bad marriages or anything. We get divorced because I went to prison, and I can't expect a person to stay married to me while I'm in prison for 12 years. Do you agree with that, Miss?
I agree.
You know.
Yeah.
And we're still buddies.
Yeah.
I mean, we really are. You know,
yeah.
She's nervous doing this interview.
Yeah.
Well, look at her. But we're gonna talk about what her life was about when she was with me. When you first saw me, what did you think?
You want me to be honest?
I want you to be honest to the audience.
Okay. I thought you were a dick.
You can speak up now. I know I won't get mad.
Okay. I thought you were a jerk. A real big jerk.
Why?
Because you were so loud. I was catching. I was in a softball league. I was the catcher. And you came and was like, this team sucks. Everybody sucks on this team. And I got up. I gave you the middle finger.
Did you remember it was my team? I sponsored the team?
I didn't know you were sponsoring the team. Because, you didn't look like somebody that would sponsor softball.
Did I look like a gangster?
You were a gangster, yeah, with the jacket. Remember, you used to always wear a jacket.
Did I don't
It was that black and white one.
You mean the sweatsuits, the old sweatsuits?
Yeah,
or
those too, but yeah. You had the blazers, you know what I mean? Like the jackets.
Did I look like a gangster?
Yeah.
Did you say, oh, this guy's a fucking jerk, he's a gangster?
Yeah, you came up to me and you said, listen, this is my team and I'll kick you right off. And I thought,
let me emphasize the team. I don't know if I'm saying this right. When I first met her, there was a bar we used to go to back to. Of course, I knew the owner. We did all of that. And I knew her age. I knew her age was 19. So we go back to the bar, and she's in the bar, and I say to her, I said, what are you doing here? And she goes, what do you mean? I go, you don't belong in here. You're not 18, you're not 21. She goes, yes, I am. I said, no, you're not. She goes, yes, I am. And I know she's not. I said, listen to me. I'll give you $5,000 if you're 21. If you're not 21, you show me your tits. Isn't that what I said?
Yes, yeah.
And you got so mad.
Yeah.
You cursed me out.
I said, fuck you, and I left. You said, what are your nipples golden? What, do you have golden nipples?
I was crazy.
Because I was like, no, I'm not doing that. But yeah, you sponsored the team. And then we would go back to your place and party. Everybody was partying. And
Whoa. She hated me now.
Yeah.
She worked for a guy named Johnny. She tells Johnny, an Italian guy, oh, I want to kill this guy. I hate this guy.
I thought you were a jerk.
And then, of course, Johnny, I'm a gangster. What's he going to do?
And we met, we hooked up on Easter.
Oh, wow, Easter. You know, it's funny because the next time, and I know this is going to sound weird, I'm a big guy, and I threw a party on the beach.
Yep.
Do you remember this?
Yep.
Tell them what happened.
You show up with your chair and your book.
I read.
And you had your shorts on. You take off your shorts and you have your Speedos on. And you have no care in the world. You do not care. And you're just sitting there. I'm like, look at this guy. What a jerk off he is. And then we went back to the
elbow room.
Elbow room.
Well, let me emphasize this. You'll remember this. Tommy worked for me, and I used to tell Tommy, hey, get some girls. We're all going to go back to my house. Now, I had a house that was a party house, built for his party. And I would pick back about 10 girls and 3 guys.
Yeah, you had a bar there with a jacuzzi.
Yeah, and the gym with the mirrored walls, all of that. And so I said to Tommy, I said, you asked that girl, Missy, when we were at the Elbow Room, I think it was. And she didn't know. I had the vet, I think, at the time. And you said, okay, I'll take the ride in the vet or something.
To your house,
She came to my house that night. She never left. We joked about that. She literally never left.
Yeah.
It was funny because I used to joke with her. All she brought to the marriage was a spice rack.
I know, you said that forever.
Yeah, well, it's true. Except for your clothes.
You bought the spice rack.
You didn't even bring the spice rack?
No, you bought it.
Oh, did I? I probably didn't even know. So you thought I was an asshole at first. When did that change?
When we started going out, of course. I mean, you were so nice to me. You know, you said nobody comes up in my room. And everybody was all drunk, and you said you could stay in my room. Right. And then we went to the Keys after that. We went to the Keys, remember, with my friend, Lisa?
Oh, yes, Lisa and the guy, her boyfriend or whatever it was.
Her husband,
I also, you know, you'll know this, I always help people. Yeah. Remember, even when I was a gangster, I used to throw the parties.
Yeah, big parties.
Big parties for people.
You'd buy shoes for the kids.
Oh, yeah.
I had no shoes. You take them to Walmart.
But a whole home worth of stuff. And I'm not justifying the way I was, it's just the way I was. Missy had, and what I tell people, and I'm going to tell everybody now, what I always respect about her, and she's the mother of my daughter, which I love dearly, and I say it every day, she had the greatest work ethic, and I'll tell you why. She stays at my house. The next day I said to her, don't go to work. I'll pay your day off. She goes, no, I got to go to work. I said, listen to me, you're here? I'll pay you double. She goes, no. I says, I'll get you a job that pays double. She goes, no. And I respected that. You know, I even drove you to work, I think it was. Did I not?
Yeah.
And at that time, she already told her boss how she hated me, but now you're living with me.
And he loved you.
Oh, Johnny. Yeah, he passed since. He had a brain tumor, but he was a great guy. Yeah. And he knew, what's he going to do to me? Like, fucking, what are you going to do to me?
Pick me up all the time on your motorcycle. Remember that on the sidewalk? You would drive on the sidewalk?
Well, I was the crazy shit. So, we did a lot of traveling, a lot of party. You never had a life like mine, did you? No. I mean, do you look back at it and say, what? Well, you know what she says?
I wish I would have spent more money and not going to JCPenney's or Sears like a dumbass. I could have, got some really good stuff.
I used to give her like money, just give it, like I'd come back from a robbery. She didn't know what I did. She knew I was a gangster.
I thought you were a bookie.
Just a bookie?
Yeah.
I used to come back with cash. I mean,
knew it was something in New York or something, but
I would give her stacks of cash. I would say, or I'd say, you can keep all the 20s in this thing. Yeah. And it'd be fucking 2,000, 5,000, whatever it was.
Do you remember you went out one night and you had all your money and I found it and I hid it. I was so mad at you. I hid it in the washer machine because I knew you wouldn't look there. And you were freaking out. You're like, you better give me my money. I finally did, but I was really mad at you.
Yeah, but you could say this too. I never hit you. Never in my life. I was never hitting a woman.
You did grab my hair once.
Well, why did I grab your hair?
Because I was ready to smack you in the face.
And it didn't work, did it?
Why was I going to do that?
Why?
Because you went for 2 days to the Bahamas with Junior. Didn't tell me.
That was me. I mean,
I know.
I did.
But I got over it quick, though.
But right, you knew one thing. Don't hit Larry.
No.
That you couldn't get away with that. Nobody. We were in the Bahamas once, and you brought a friend with you, and
Tracy.
Tell them what happened there.
We got there. Tracy and I walked through the casino, went up to the room, chilling out. Larry was gone for maybe an hour, probably not even an hour. And he came up and he lost all his money from walking through the casino to our room, and you lost all the money. You had to call New York and have them send you more money.
No, I called Tommy to go into my safe and send Junior, fly him. You remember now?
Yeah.
I said Junior, he'll remember, I'm going to interview Junior. send Junior to Bahamas with another 20 grand or something like that.
That was
but her
crazy.
friend,
Tracy said, "Where were you guys? You lost all the money." And you threw the glass right above her head. And she shut up.
a shot glass.
Yeah.
I had a scotch.
Yeah.
I just lose 20 grand or whatever. You're
And
gonna
she's yelling at you.
Yeah. Who the fuck? And I threw that glass.
You were paying for everything.
Right. It's not like anybody's paying for anything. Obviously.
I mean, the casino paid for everything. But
well, I lost enough money. I think
they made enough off
they
it.
made enough money. I used to fly on planes and jets and all that kind of stuff. I remember the limo. You remember when I bought the limo?
Yes.
I had my own limo, and boy, was that a party limo.
Yes, it was.
But we did good things with the limo.
Well,
Do you
we
remember?
went to the a bunch of concerts, and Johnny drove it. He was the limo guy, and it
Well,
was
I had
great.
a couple
We
of them.
took
Remember, I had Big Mike and
You had a
bodyguards. Yeah.
But
And-
you would take the kids to Chuck E. Cheese and take them wherever the movies.
What I did was I bought a limousine, but it was a party limousine. Let me tell you that. Even I used to give Missy the limo and say,
With my girlfriends.
with her girlfriends, just get the driver to take her out.
Yeah,
and
that
they're
was
throwing their
fun.
tits out the window.
Yeah.
Right? You were
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
And like I wouldn't know, but no, I didn't care. We had an open relationship
Yeah.
where we didn't worry about that kind of
Right.
stuff. And I always said that Missy always did the right thing, and this is important. Now, tell them where we got married.
In Vegas.
Tell them what happened in Vegas.
What part?
Well, we
First
get.
they did my hair like a pouffon.
Wait.
Remember? and I had to take out like 1,000 bobby pins. You were laughing. You were drunk, so you were laughing so hard. We got there. You yelled at somebody in the line. Remember? She was saying something to you like "leave her alone" because you were teasing me. And you told her shut the fuck up.
Do you remember I won a lot of money? I won about 20, 30 grand
Yeah,
on
it
the
was
trip.
Yeah.
Remember, I came on the way back. I
Yeah,
won 30
remember
grand.
I had to turn it in, and then we thought, who are
Oh.
you with? How old are you? Who are you? Like, why? I'm like, that's my husband.
What happened was I was at one of the tables, and I'm a big gambler. I'm betting $1,000 a hand. I end up winning a lot of money, and I gave Missy. I says, go cash in 10 grand. Well, she goes to the cage, and they're looking at her,
Like, I look like I was 16.
she said, "What did I tell you? Who are you with? What are
Is
you
that
can't?"
your sugar daddy?
Oh,
They
what-
asked me that.
One guy said that, and then you go, "You're not getting a tip or something like that, right?"
Oh, yeah, when that lady said, yeah, who are you? Why? Like, she thought I was your daughter.
People thought she was my daughter. Now, was I robbing the cradle? I was 31. Missy was 19.
Yeah.
We had a great relationship. We really did. We were married from 1992 to four till I
Yeah.
went to prison, but we were together from 1990 for about 4
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
We had our daughter 15 months before I went to bed. She really stuck through it, through my whole prison system, and brought my daughter to visit
We
me.
visit every place.
She was the
except
great-
Mississippi, I think.
Do you
it was.
remember when you came to Atlanta?
Yeah, that was scary. That's the worst place to ever go.
You
That
remember you
was
flew
so-
up there. I flew you up. You know, I said,
I
"Come."
flew up a couple times by myself. I went up there.
And-
That was like the worst place in the, like, it was really bad. It was scary.
Well, it was scary. Everybody who visited said that. I mean, I lived there, so it's a little different for
we
me.
couldn't touch. Imagine, flying somewhere and you can't even touch your husband. Like, we couldn't touch, we couldn't, that place.
And I never asked you to bring drugs or anything like that. I would
Never.
never do
No
that.
way.
I knew what's going on.
Yeah.
Do you remember in Atlanta the vending machines and the rats and the mice and the rats under the
Yes.
vending machines
Yeah.
right there? That place was a zoo. It really was a
that
zoo.
place was crazy.
I remember Joe, who since passed, used to say, "Wow, I don't know how you ever survived that place. That was like
It was crazy.
it was the worst prison at the time. It was the worst prison in the United States. We had murders.
It was old. It was so
1903,
Yeah.
and boy, was it a bad prison. Obviously, it was a bad prison. Let's continue. So, let's get back to me in prison. You visited me in just about every prison. Do you remember when I used to be in my jumpsuit?
Yeah.
What did that mean?
You were in the hole. When you're in your jumpsuit, in the orange jumpsuit, the carrot, they called it, carrot. And if you wrote a letter in pencil, Ashley would say, "My dad's in the hole."
It was funny. My daughter, do you remember when I used to give her homework?
Yeah.
I-
She'd get mad. She said, "I already have homework."
And my father's giving me homework from prison. Who does that? I looked at that, and I always wanted to keep a connection with my daughter, and I did,
Yeah.
and my son, but my daughter. And Missy flew everywhere, every prison I think I was
Drove a
at,
lot.
and drove a lot with her mom and dad. I give them a lot of
Yeah.
respect too. I still love them. They, mom since passed, but her father's a great guy, and they drove all over the country to visit me in
That
prison.
was our vacations for like the summer, or we try to do it at least twice. Yeah.
Tell about the parties I used to throw.
Oh my God, the 4th of July parties were awesome. He was there for all of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the summer. Yeah. And oh my, he crashed the golf cart into the car.
Oh God.
Or how about when they were in the limo and they accidentally there's porn in there and they accidentally put that on?
Yeah.
And they were all quiet.
Well, that was my driver.
Yeah.
Jerry was driving.
Yeah.
And I told Jerry, take the kids out for a ride in the limo. And
Jerry was good. He was good.
And the kids were in there with their friends, and all of a sudden Jerry goes, "It's quiet back there."
Yeah.
He brings down the thing, and I got a porno on in there. They found it, these kids. Is that funny as hell?
Oh my God.
But I used to throw the party, and Missy really helped a lot with that. And that was a massive party.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was
1,000 hot
crazy.
dogs, 1,000. No money from me. Remember, I would not accept a dime.
No.
From anybody. I believed in helping the community big time. Do you remember when we
Everybody
lifted
loved
the car?
Oh yeah, the guy would not move his car, so he had a little
Bullshit.
like a little car, and he got all the kids, told the kids pick it up, and they moved it.
Yeah, well, the
That
guys,
was a-
big guys too. I mean,
Yeah, but it was a little car.
But all these kids picked this car up and put it on his doorstep.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh,
Because I had a car show coming in.
Oh, yeah,
And we
Johnny's
needed
car show.
the room.
Yeah.
And I took over the complex. Now, obviously, the mayor.
Oh, the mare, and you brought your horses.
I had my horse.
The
Yeah.
mare, the mare riding the horses around Margate.
Yeah.
You made a football field thing with the spray can, and you spray painted on the road a field for them to play football. Oh, they hated you there. Some of the people.
No, the
Most of
kids loved me.
They loved you.
Oh, tell them what they used to do. They used to look out for
Yeah.
cops and shit.
Yeah.
Now, nobody knew what I did. Am I
No,
correct?
nobody.
I mean, they
No.
thought I was a gangster of some sort, but they did not
nobody
know.
asked questions, or because they loved you. You paid for everything. What are they gonna say?
I threw parties for the neighborhood. The
Always.
kids loved me.
Barbecues. Yeah.
Most people, but there were some that did not like me.
Yeah.
Because they thought, I don't know, I was corrupting kids. But I never corrupt. In
No.
fact, to this day, I'm still close with Chris.
Yeah.
I'm still close with Matt. I'm still close with Junior. All the guys, the young people.
Yeah.
And they all say how good advice I always gave them. Stay out of my life. Stay,
Yeah.
you didn't want to be with my life, the guns and all this
Yeah.
stuff. And
Yeah.
and I had, you remember that, obviously. I'm going to get a subject that you might get mad at me a little bit.
Okay.
There was a neighbor that I met.
Oh, I'm mad.
You're mad now?
Yeah, I already know what you're gonna say, but go ahead. Go ahead.
She was a nice girl.
No, she wasn't.
Why? Because I fucked around with her?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you fucked around too.
No,
we
but
had that
you were
open
there,
relationship.
But no, it wasn't. She was.
We
no,
had that open kind of
but
relationship.
She was a bitch.
Why? Because she was good looking and
Yeah,
she.
she was a stank bitch. Yeah.
No.
She really was, and you know.
I
who
used
you
to
are.
send Missy out in the limo, and then she.
And she.
You remember when you come home that one time?
Yeah, I should have kicked her ass right then and there. I should have. And her husband was a jerk. When you went to prison, when you left, I was at a bar with my girlfriends. He comes up to me and says, "Your husband's an asshole." And I told him, I said, "Yeah, my husband screwed your wife." That's not.
Listen to me, I'm
But
not
he was
laughing.
putting you down. He
Right,
was putting
I'm not
you down.
laughing about this because I wouldn't do anything like that now. I really wouldn't. I'm open and I tell people to be honest with it and all
Yeah.
that. I would not go, but I just wouldn't do it now. Obviously, I was a different animal there, and he wouldn't come to my face and tell me that.
No, not to this day.
No, because
No.
I would have fucking threw him down
Same.
a fucking beat the fuck out of him. But I was very good to the neighborhood. You know that, everybody, even donations,
Yeah.
everything.
You helped everybody out.
I always I don't know if it was called the Robin Hood syndrome.
I think it was. Definitely.
But I also lived a good life. We lived a good life from the boat to the limousine to the horses. Do you remember the horses?
Oh my God.
This is funny. Tell them what happened. She told me at first that she liked horses.
I did like to ride horses. I rode a little bit with my friends and stuff, but your horse was crazy.
I too. The
Horse and chalk.
hammer
Hammer
and chalk.
and chalk. So you rode chalk. He was
Big
huge.
horse. A
And
lot of money.
Hammer,
Festival.
was crazy. He would try to bite you.
He was a psycho horse.
And you would go so fast on your horse, and that horse would follow you, and I was not ready for that. I almost fell off. I was scared. But they were pretty. That was cool.
But, you know, she often said, oh, I really never liked the horse, but I wanted you. You remember that shit? And it was funny because at this time, the first time I met her was in a house of Jimmy's and what was her name, Tina?
Yeah.
Jim and Tina's house, and you were sitting there, and that's how I found out her age. I asked Tommy, who worked for me, I said, Tommy, who's that? Check her out. And Tommy
said, nice tattoo.
Oh, is that what it was?
And I said, and all you had on your arm was Larry.
Right.
With that needle. And
Right.
I said, oh, what are you going to forget your name? So you had to tattoo on. And I was just coming back with them, though.
Well,
I was a cop.
But tell him what happened. She was young. I asked Tommy, I said, who's that girl? And Tommy does his research, comes back and says, she plays on your softball team.
Yeah.
She's 19.
Yeah.
That's how I knew your age, actually. And, you know, I just knew, so I like to rib her.
Oh, yeah.
And I would go to the softball game.
Oh, and you were so loud, and you're like, you guys suck.
But the girls all love me on that team.
Of course, because we'd go back to your house and party, and we had the cool shirts, Larry's Ladies.
Yeah, I had I did it right. Yeah. I did it right. You know, I gave them whatever they needed.
Yeah, you sponsored a lot of teams.
Oh, yeah, kids teams, everything. And with the girls, we used to go back to the bar and be drinking all there. You know, that was what it was, a party time.
They all loved you.
They didn't like you?
No.
Why?
When I got with you, they were jealous. They, you know, thought, oh, I was too young, and oh, you know, this isn't gonna last, and you know.
Missy was 19, I was 31, and then now I'm 32. Again, I go to prison at 34, so we're about 4 years we were together, and we got together and we did a lot together in that short time.
4 years,
New York.
I can't believe it.
Is that the most you've done
in my whole life? In those 4 years.
To this day.
To this day.
I mean, concerts, everything.
We went to so many concerts. We went to
George Carlin, and all of that.
Everything, yeah.
Disney.
Benihana's.
We used to go to Benihana's.
And you used to take everybody. You would take 10 people to get your own table.
Well, 8. It was 8. It was 8. 2, 2, and 4.
Oh, yeah.
And I used to take at least 7 because they're not going to put one person.
Right.
And I'd go there for lunch twice a week.
Yeah.
And would say, "Come, who wants to go?"
Yeah.
Kids, this, your family, everybody else. And
that was awesome.
I gotta say, we lived a pretty crazy life. Now I'm gonna give you a little bit more. When I got arrested, the day I got arrested, do you remember it?
Oh yeah.
Tell everybody what happened. It
was around 5:30. I had Ashley.
Do you remember during the day you said to me something?
Yeah, I think it was the day
Monday.
before.
No, it was a Monday. It was that day. It was during the day.
Oh, I was working at Johnny's just to help out, and I was driving home, and somebody was somebody was following me.
And you came home and said that.
Something is not right. And when I looked at the window, he stopped and looked just to make sure I seen him. And you're like, oh, relax. And so I don't think it was that day. I think it was the next day, though. But
I remember you didn't work that day, so I can't believe it was that day. I thought it was in the morning. I also had the kids in the neighborhood tell me what was around, so I got rid of anything in the house, if you remember that.
Yeah.
So, and tell them what happened then.
So I'm walking out to get the mail, and I had Ashley in my hands.
She's 15 months old?
And I see all these cops with these big guns, AK-47. Oh, it was great. And I was like, Larry, they're coming for you. I can't believe I said that. But I thought they were going to kill you with the guns. You just freak out when you see that. You don't want anything to, because they're going behind the house.
Oh, they were coming. There was a helicopter hide. It was the back of the back.
And they come in, they take you. Larry acts like it's nothing. He has his handcuffs. He's like, he was making tickets. He was for the bookies and stuff in
all over Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, and he goes, Missy, go get one of these FBI agents one of those tickets. And I actually gave him one. I was like, oh my God. Then they wanted to search the house, and I was like, nope, do you have a search warrant? I said, no, either you're stupid or you're smart, but we're going to catch you.
Is that what they said?
Yeah.
They didn't have a warrant. They had only a warrant for me, if you remember that. And they came in, and I, like you said, whatever, they cuffed me. Remember what I told? I had about $3,000 in my pocket, my Rolex, and my sneakers, the good ones. And what did I tell them? Can I change them?
Yeah.
Give you the money. Take the car. They left me. The FBI wasn't bad at that point.
They weren't bad.
No.
They weren't bad. I came back to the house and got the BB gun.
You gave him the BB
Yeah.
gun. I told him I used the BB gun in a robbery, which I did.
And then they wanted to check the trunk.
Oh, I didn't know this. Go ahead.
Yeah, they checked the trunk, and there was like the bands to tie people up.
The wire ties. The wire ties. Yeah, yeah.
And
I used to use
found
them.
a couple little gold rings.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they kept those, but they told me I could keep my ring.
Oh, they
They said,
did.
we're not going to take your ring. You could keep it.
See, they weren't
I
bad.
wasn't going to give it to them.
Oh, cut my finger off. No, they were pretty good. I gotta say, the FBI,
Yeah,
even when
they
he
didn't
interviewed
bother me at all. But they knew I was married to you. What are they going to... Well, they asked me, what about that Lincoln you own? I'm like, I don't have a Lincoln. That was the...
limo.
And I didn't know that it was in my name, Larry. But it was.
Everything was in somebody else's name.
And yeah, they asked me. It was so easy back then.
Oh, we did so much stuff
It
for
was so
boats,
easy.
houses.
Like you could not get away with the things that you.
Cash. I bought everything for cash.
Yeah.
Remember? I mean,
Yeah.
it was always cash, and it was like, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
What do you
Remember
need?
when we came home from Vegas? Well, how we put all the money on us?
Oh, I came home with about 40 grand because I
Yeah.
had money on me, and at 130, I remember I gave you packs of
Like
10,000.
5,000. Yep. I had like 5,000 on me. I was like, oh my god.
More than 5,000,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was packs of money, and it was funny because I had fun in Vegas. I know Vegas. I used to go Vegas. She went and boy, you know, I'm all comped, which means you get everything free. They set me up with a hair, the best hair people.
Yeah.
They gave her a hairdo that, like she said earlier, it was a bomb foo that I'm telling you to this day, I got pictures. I cracked the fuck up laughing
Yeah.
and she's crying. This is her wedding day. She's fucking crying. And I'm stoned. I think I was stoned or something.
You were drunk. You were drinking.
And I didn't give a shit. And you just took it all out and you did it.
And it ended
became
up
good.
okay.
Yeah, we had a great
It
time.
was really good. And then after we get out, after we got married, you asked them, hey, where's the, what do they call them over there? The ranches?
Yeah,
You
the
asked them,
hooker.
yeah, what do they call it? The chicken ranch or
Yeah,
Mustang?
the Mustang Ranch
Yeah.
where they have
You
prostitutes.
asked,
I said, where's
I was
that?
like,
We're gonna.
Shut up, we just got married. It was.
But we had that kind of marriage that we could talk and do things and be open, and we never had an issue. We never, I can say this to this day, we never had an issue with sex. We never had an issue with money, obviously, and really didn't argue much. I mean, really over anything.
Well,
I mean,
you can't argue with.
me.
Yeah, you win all the time, so it's better to just not. Okay.
Oh, I won all the arguments?
You thought you did, but.
Oh yeah, she just did her thing. She just stole some more money I didn't know about. And I know she did do that sometimes. There'd be money in the drawer and I'd say, man, wasn't there more money in that drawer? Tell them about the first time you wanted weed and I get...
I wanted just a little bit of weed,
Now
like a normal person, like whatever, $20 worth, and you give me an ounce of weed. Like what?
Well, I had a 9-foot bar, and a friend of mine says, one of the people I know, I said, listen, can you get me weed? He goes, sure, what do you want? I don't know, just give me one. He brings me a pound in a big bag. So Missy comes back that day, and I go, she goes, did you get me weed? I said, yeah, it's behind the bar.
It was so much.
She couldn't find it.
Yeah.
She goes, where is it? It's not here. I go, it's in the bag. She opened the bag and, oh fuck, all her friends were over forever. You remember they were? Donnie, they were all fucking over.
When the FBI came to the house and I was freaking out, I had some weed that you got me.
Well, I had coke, weed, bookmaking, all that shit.
You had weed. Only weed, and I'm like freaking out, like they're waiting for like a warrant or something, they're gonna come back in here. I mean, we didn't have anything in the house, but we had that weed and I dumped it. I looked out the window, they left.
Oh,
I was freaking out.
That's like a Goodfellas thing.
Yeah,
you dropped the fuck. I should have never did that.
I know.
I would have said, I needed that for the rent, for the money. No. I tried to get bond. Missy was there with my dad. You remember my dad crying?
That was
sad.
Yeah.
My dad tried to put up his house, everything else, and I thought I was going to get it at first, and then they said, wait, the prosecutor, he's organized crime.
And you were just arrested like maybe 3 weeks before that.
No, months ago. That was 6 months ago. Maybe like that. But it was like they said, no. She said, well, yeah, he's not a flight risk.
Yeah.
They jump up, no, he's a threat to the community. And I wasn't a threat to the community, obviously. Maybe a jewelry store.
Yeah.
But I wasn't a threat to the community. In fact, I helped the community a lot.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I wanted to introduce everybody to Missy. Now, what do you think about what I do today?
I can't believe it. You're doing so good. I'm so proud of you. I get to say, oh, that's my ex-husband. Look at, he does this, he wrote a book. Look at all this stuff, you know? It's so cool. And it's crazy how people know you and they don't know that we were together. You know, like people, when you first got out and you did your reality check video, the video, my friend at work goes, your last name is Lawton? You're married to Larry. Oh my God, I bought the video for my kid. Yeah, that was crazy.
You're in the book, so if you want to see the book, Missy's in the book. She always tells everybody where she is. Probably knows the page number.
I think it's page 114.
Is it really? But, you know, I want to thank you for that, because I always...
No, I totally support you. And I knew you were going to do good when you got out, because you already had plans, you know?
We stay close. I mean, we always call.
You always helped me.
Yeah, even when after marriage you moved in when I had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I moved you in.
Helped me. Yeah.
I said, I don't care, right? You know the way I am.
We get along, Teresa and I.
Oh, you get along with everybody, actually, you know. And my daughter, I actually took her up. I showed her how to fight. You remember that?
Yeah.
And Missy, you know, used to... And we don't fight, you know. I know her. I'll put the phone down and let her talk.
If you get on me, okay, bye, Larry. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Right. Because I mean, I could talk to you and you won't even hear one word I say.
If I shut you down.
But I know that you're concentrating on something else. I'll forget it. I just know how you are. I don't take it personal.
I want to thank you for always everything you did, even especially through prison.
You took care of me when you were in prison.
I did. I paid
$300 a month.
Every month.
Yeah. You took care of us, yeah.
Yeah, I did do that. And how many people do that, go to prison for 12 years and pay every single month? Yeah. Never missed a month.
Yeah, never.
My dad made sure it was happening, and the money, and Missy never had a problem. I ended up finding out years later, she used to tell him, Dave, can I get my money early? Right?
Yeah.
He told me that. I didn't know that. And he didn't care, did he?
No.
Yeah, my dad, he liked you a lot.
Yeah,
and
they were great.
Yeah, my parents still are. I take care of my mom now, you know that. Anyway, I want to thank you for coming on. I think it's fun. I love talking to you, you know, and I wanted to introduce you to the audience because they ask all about that. Have a great day, everybody. Please make good choices. Enjoy the show. You have questions, you know I'm going to answer in comments. Put them forward. We love it. You know how to get hold of me, Larry at realitycheckprogram.com. Check us out on TikTok. Maybe Missy will be on there. We'll show her. She loves TikTok. So check us out on all the platforms. We're having a great time. We got a lot going on. You're going to see it coming up. Videos are going to be going off the charts. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe.